Have you ever noticed how clouds are funny? They hover over us all day and go wherever the wind blows. They are also basically made of water vapor, but all that water must have mass. How much does a cloud weigh? Clouds are formed by small droplets or tiny crystals of water that evaporate and remain suspended in the atmosphere. Without water evaporation, clouds simply wouldn't form. That's why we rarely see cloud formation in deserts or nearby areas. Cloud formation on Earth occurs through atmospheric saturation, which can happen due to air cooling or the addition of water vapor through evaporation. Although they may all seem the same, there are various types of clouds. The most common type of cloud, which happens to be the one above me right now, is called cumulus. Cumulus comes from Latin and means a heap. The name reflects what the cloud actually is. Cumulus clouds form at low altitudes and in unstable air, and they usually stack up until reaching great heights, often indicating an upcoming storm. Now that we know clouds are formed by suspended water droplets in the atmosphere, we can start calculating the weight of clouds. There is a physical quantity that gives us the amount of mass contained in a certain volume, and that is density. It will be extremely useful for us to calculate the mass of a cloud. Several studies have managed to calculate the water density in almost all types of clouds. In the case of cumulus clouds, the water density is around 0.3 grams per cubic meter. Now that we have the density of a cloud, there's only one thing left to calculate its mass: the volume it occupies. I will estimate that my cloud has a width of 1 kilometer. What is not so big as those clouds are cubic, meaning they usually have the same width and height. It will also have a height of 1 kilometer. So, I multiply everything, and I reach the result of a volume of 1 billion cubic meters. By multiplying this value by the cloud density, which we already know is 0.3 g per cubic meter, we get the value of the mass of a cloud, which is an incredible 300,000 kilograms of water. Impressive, isn't it? But all this weight doesn't make the clouds fall on us. In fact, the clouds do fall on us, but in a very subtle way. When the density of a cloud reaches a critical value, meaning there is a lot of water and little volume, something called precipitation happens. This is the normal rain that we can see several times a week. We barely notice that during rain, 300 tons of water are falling on us because it happens very slowly over a large area. Clouds are not exclusive to Earth. Our solar system is infested with them. However, our universe is even more amazing. There are clouds that are thousands of light years wide, but they are not formed by water and ice crystals. These are nebulas, the largest clouds in the universe. Like Earth's clouds, nebulas are formed by very small particles. The difference is that nebulas are made up of helium, hydrogen, gases, and dust. They result from a massive explosion unlike anything we've seen on Earth, the explosion of a star, a supernova. By the way, the density of a nebula is so low that it would be very likely for you to pass through one without even noticing. You could easily see your hand in front of you inside these massive clouds of the universe. The density is around 100 to 10,000 particles per cubic centimeter. Just for comparison, the air density here on Earth is 10 to the power of 19 particles per cubic centimeter, which is a 1 with 19 zeros after it. It's likely that the solar system formed from one of these massive clouds. Next time you look at the clouds in the sky, know that the beauties they conceal are much larger and heavier than we imagine. Thank you very much, and until next time.